Hey everybody, Angel Arts here, and welcome back to another gay replay Dragon Age Inquisition. As you can see, we are back here in the hinterlands again, because I wanted to pick up an agent that we never picked up while we were with Art, actually.
These refugees are safe, with warm clothes and food in their bellies. The Inquisition might be able to make use of them. If you had a mind to.
What are you suggesting?
What are my options, Corporal
The
Vale?
best and brightest to join the Inquisition. They would serve well. Just as easy to put them to work, or look at the whole thing as an act of charity.
Anybody who joined up now would be loyal for life.
At least they'd be doing something useful. If we spread word of the Inquisition offering help freely, we would win the loyalty of every peasant in Ferelden.
That's good. Grow our reputation. Refugees will spread tales of Inquisition's work for a gain in power. They can bring gold. Refugees will bring in coin for an immediate gold reward, or recruit the skilled. Capable volunteers will join the Inquisition as new agents. I think we should get an agent. Yeah, I think getting an agent is a lot more bang for our buck. That's way more valuable than just a +1 power and coin. No. Definitely want Corporal Vale. I believe he joins in the ranks of one of Cullen's agents. So now that that's done, the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to go back to Skyhold, because off camera I actually fought our first dragon. And it's been a while since Andy actually had a chance to bond with the Iron Bull, at least not since they first arrived in Skyhold. So I actually, Iron Bull, you can actually increase his approval fairly easily by either bringing him along to kill Venatori for slight approval increases for each group of Venatori that you kill, or bring him to a dragon fight, which is what we just did, and he will greatly approve. So I'm hoping that's going to be enough for us to unlock the next conversation with the Iron Bull, because I think that it's about time that Andy and Freddy / Tib / the Iron Bull got a little bit further acquainted. Let's see if we can, give them a little bit of a nudge in their friendship / more. If the game will only load. Our only weakness. Okay. I believe the Iron Bull is still in here.
From Haven's fire come we the
Here we go. Hey, Tib.
Inquisitor, come have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
What does that mean?
It means drink.
Yeah, so unlike Art, I think that Andy would definitely try to drink the Iron Bull under the table. I mean, he's a dwarf, for goodness sake. Art wasn't much of a drinker. I think Andy indulges a little bit too much. I don't think he gets, I don't think he does it too often. But if he's going to be sitting here hanging out with his buddy Iron Bull, I think he's going to want to impress him as much as possible and try to go toe to toe with him with this drink with these drinks. So yeah, totally drink. And the Iron Bull approves. Of course he does. Oh, come on. You can do it, Andy. You're a dwarf. Right? It's in your blood.
Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Taarsidath-An Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
When the Iron Bull said what I wouldn't give to roar like that, I was thinking, spend a little bit more time with Andy, and we'll see.
That thing you just said. You
What was that
shouted it during
Kunari
the
phrase
fight,
again?
too. What does it mean?
Oh, Taarsidath-An Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
Oh, I think Andy's a bit aroused right now. I think what Iron Bull was trying to say and that grunt at the end. I think he's a little turned on at this point. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Maker yes. Maker yes, let's gonna drink. We're gonna drink more. Is that the Iron Bull breathing heavily?
Yes.
What?
The second cup's easy.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear
Most
that?
of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi. The glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Oh boy.
Why do you think the
Alright, I'll
Kunari
bite.
think
Why
of
are the dragons
that
sacred?
way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few
I can
of
see
the
that.
Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
Okay, that is really interesting what the Iron Bull just said, because okay, so for those of you who haven't read the graphic novels, I think it's the trilogy, the graphic novel trilogy, the one that starts with the Secret Grove, or the Sacred Grove. It's the graphic novel that stars Alistair and Varric and Isabella. If you haven't read those books or those graphic novels, I'm about to spoil a few things from it, trying not to mention everything as much as possible. But within those books, you learn that if you do drink the blood of a dragon, you do gain some of its power, some of the power of the dragon. Like the dragon courses through your veins, and you essentially have dragon blood as well, or at least blood that contains dragon blood. And not only that, but you can also pass it on to your offspring and their offspring and their offspring. Like you can pass it down your bloodline. So, you know, without giving more than I have to away, that's a pretty large component in the plot for that book. It's very interesting that the Iron Bull mentions this because it was mentioned in those books. And in my Dragon Age RPG campaign, again, I don't mean to give spoilers for that if you guys haven't seen it, but I also, that sort of ability plays a role. Drinking dragon's blood, that does play a role at some point in the plot of that story as well. Since I knew that was canon in the Dragon Age universe. The Dragon Age universe has this really interesting concept in that by drinking the blood of some other creature, you gain their magical abilities or gain abilities from them. Like, not only from drinking dragon blood, for example, but obviously from drinking darkspawn blood for the Grey Wardens to gain their power. So, it's an interesting concept. I don't think that happens in real life. So, But the fact that it happens in this universe, I think, is really fascinating. Well, if the dragons are sort of your
When you put
cousins,
it like
Iron
that,
Bull, I
I'm
kind of
worried I
feel
killed
awkward
one of your
now.
gods or something.
Nah, one of Tevinter's gods, maybe. They worship dragons, right? Kill the shit out of them all you like. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed.
I got it.
Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
My dark-eyed beauty, after one more night left here in town. So have another drink, a green elixir. Sorry. I couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. As soon as he said that, it just popped into my head. Oh. Heck yes. No way he's going to let Iron Bull drink him under the table. Just have to keep it down. Just keep it down, Andy.
Nice. To dragons!
Charming. To bad drinks, to bringing order, to good fights. To you, Iron Bull. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I'm basically throwing... Andy's basically throwing himself at the Iron Bull. Come on. And you know how dwarves don't like being thrown. Dwarves don't like being thrown. So the fact that he's throwing himself at you, Iron Bull,
And
says a
an
lot.
ass-kicking Inquisitor.
Only slightly approves. That's right. Andy. That was cute. That was very well. That was very good.
You're
It was,
doing
see,
good
good
work.
bonding. Good
I like
bonding.
how
We're
this
starting
Inquisition is
relationships
Next time
growing.
you're free. Why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Oh, sweet. Now we
tell me
can
more about Saharoon?
introduce ourselves to the
It's
Chargers.
a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Taarsidath-An, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
Tell me about the Taarsidath-An.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharoon or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Interesting. They needed the Qun to stay civilized, and once they break away from the Qun, then they become savage. I don't know. Not sure about that concept. How you have to depend on. You have to... you have to depend on your religion to, I guess, have order. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
All right, all right.
What
Fair
were the
enough,
Fog
Freddy.
Warriors like?
Fair enough. Just
They were
asking.
the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog
Okay.
rolled in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
I heard about the Fog Warriors, but I didn't realize they actually created some
It
alchemical
almost
fog
sounds like you
around
admire
them.
them.
That makes
They didn't use
sense.
poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us.
Fair enough.
Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharoon every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
But we did that all the time in Dragon Age 2.
Why do you
Urban
hate Tevinter
combat
forces
and all.
so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharoon year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
What are things like for the natives of Saharoon?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Sahara.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking.
That stinks.
Pleasure as always, boss.
All right, Bull. Could be more. Could be more, Iron Bull. You just gotta open your eyes. I love how Iron Bull is so oblivious to all of the flirtations, to all of the flirts that Andy's giving. But he's persistent, and he's gonna keep trying. So yeah, let's get more drinks.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Of course it'll be fun. Let's get to know the rest of the gang.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Hey, Andy likes those pillowy man bosoms. He likes them just fine, actually. More than just fine. Why pass as a man? Are you a woman? When did you know? Yeah, I feel like, unlike Art, I feel like Andy's kind of on the level with Krem. Like he gets what's going on. He understands that Krem is transgender, and you know, that's what he is. So nothing really much to discuss. So moving on. Like I don't think Andy would really fuss over anything about Krem beyond just Krem being Krem. So
a lot
we'll
of
just
the
cut to the
charters went
chase.
looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain, something like that.
I noticed just now that if you remember, not only in this playthrough, but in my playthrough with Art, is that when we first arrive at Skyhold and Iron Bull took Art and Andy disguised them, somehow managed to disguise them, so that these two people that he brought us to didn't recognize who the Inquisitor was somehow. I don't get that. But anyway, during that time when we were supposed to be undercover, the Iron Bull introduces the Inquisitor as Grim, and if you choose to not speak whenever you're prompted to choose a dialogue, if you choose not to speak, you just grunt, just like Grim does. So that's pretty cool.
So,
That's where that came from.
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Well, maybe part of it's because I'm not a Shem.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in the clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage.
I
That'd make
remember
me an
that.
apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
Perish the
It's a
thought.
bow.
A bow with a giant
It's
black
a
crystal at the tip.
bow.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
Oh my.
I take it you're
Whatever,
company here?
Dalish, whatever.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from
I
Orzammar?
love this.
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
You really take in anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight in a fight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, Chief?
Man can beat the Chargers, cause we'll hit you where it
Here we go.
unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, the horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my
Cute. Thank you for having us. Cool. Now you just need to come over to my team, Iron Bull. My team right here.
Good to
Of
see you,
just
boss.
you and I, the two of us.
I'd like to hear more about the charge.
Tell me about your troops,
Always
IB.
happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife
Fair enough.
or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
I
You
wouldn't
don't
say
have a
that.
problem with
Andy
him
wouldn't
being
say
from
this.
Tevinter,
Nah,
but you hate the Vince.
sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine.
Oh.
People. It's too much work to hate them one by one.
I love that line. He's not a Vint, he's just Krem. Like it's you really I really love how the Iron Bull has this special spot in his heart for Krem. Like, you can really tell how much he respects Krem and how much he cares for. I mean, he cares about his entire group, his entire charter. But Krem is pretty much his second in command, and it's really cool how loyal he is to Krem and respects Krem. And I don't know. I just find that great. That really really cool that the Iron Bull values Krem so much and just sees Krem for who he is. You know, he's just Krem, and that's just, you know, sums it all up, sums up their relationship.
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
What are the craziest
How
jobs
nice.
you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap, even went giant baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy,
Giant baiting?
Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned, but he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does, and we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
See you later.
Oh, that was quite a story. Again, they need to make a graphic novel of the Chargers.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking.
Oh, it looks like we got more. Alright, looks like we need more approval rating for the Iron Bull before we can unlock other things. So, that's alright, we can take care of that. But, anyway, in the meantime, I think this actually is a good place for us to stop. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Tune in next time, everybody, and until then, love yourselves and love each other.